Hello there and welcome to the Card Grotto. Today I've got the absolute pleasure of guest designing over at Make the Day Special. If you haven't already heard of them, they're a shop here in the UK that sells all of those hard to get stamp and die sets. So Paper Smooches, Lawn Fawn, Winnie and Walter, and now they are the sole UK stockist of Little Inca Designs, which is absolutely great. I know that a lot of people personally have asked me where I can get them from, and up until now you've only been able to get them from the US, and now yay, we can get them here in the UK as well, which is really great. So for today I'm guest designing. I'm going to make a card using some Little Inca dies and stamps. So first of all I'm going to start with the Little Inca Designs stamp set. This is called Spot On. As you can see, you've got great sentiments here, and then you've got all these dots as well. I'm actually just going to be using one of the larger sentiments and then this "You Are" here as well, but I have made another card using the spots, which I will share on my blog. So first of all I'm going to take a bit of white cardstock, and I've just put some temporary adhesive just on the back using the Stick It tape runner. So I'm just going to line that up on my grid mat here. It helps to sort of line things up as you go, and then you're more likely to get them straight if you're stamping. That's what I've found anyway. So first of all I'm going to take this fabulous stamp and I'm going to ink it up with Memento Tuxedo Black ink. I'll just get my top out the way. So I haven't actually used this stamp yet. Sometimes with new stamps it takes a little while for the ink to kind of hold on to it, if that makes sense. But let's see how this is. So I'm just going to stamp this here in the bottom corner. I apologise if my head kind of gets in the way, but I do just want to make sure that it's straight. And like I said, I'm using the lines on my grid mat here just to line it up. I'm just pressing really well on that, so that's absolutely fine. And then I'm going to take the "You Are" stamp, and I'm just going to stamp that over the top, and for this I'm going to use the Hero Art Shadow ink in Soft Apricot, which is a really pretty colour. And I'm just going to stamp this above here. I am going to overlap it slightly, and again I do apologise that my head's probably in the way here. Now Hero Art's inks do tend to stamp splotchy, and then as they dry a little bit lighter and also smooth out as well. So that really is actually all for the stamping, and then I'm going to use this set of dies here. These are the stitched stars. Sorry, I couldn't even think what they were called then. The stitched stars from Little Inca Designs, also available at Make the Day Special. And I'm going to emboss with them, and instead of actually cutting them. So I'm just going to sort of think about where I want them here. Probably just going to use 3, just to kind of make like a little accent here on the bottom of my card. So I'm just going to take my Cuttlebug here, and then I have a video that I've done just not that long ago on embossing with dies, but I'm going to take my A plate and my B plate. I'm then going to take my tan mat and my shims. I'm just going to pop that on the top there, and then I'm going to take my panel here, just lay that on the top, and then, sorry you probably can't see this completely on screen, I'm just going to lay them over the top without any tape or anything, and then pop my B plate on the top without moving them, hopefully, and then just run that through. So I'm left with the lovely impression here. So the removable adhesive is stuck to my shim here. So as you can see, I've got a lovely impression, and I don't know if you can see that quite well. I've got a nice impression, and it kind of covers over the stamping slightly as well, which is nice, but obviously because we did the stamping first you can see it and it hasn't taken away from the stamping. And then what I thought I would do is just add some enamel dots, but first of all I'm just going to add it to a card base here. This is Basil Card Shop cardstock, and unfortunately I can't remember the name of the cardstock, but I will link it down below in the description box here on YouTube and also on my blog. So because we have embossed slightly, it hasn't warped the card as such, but it has kind of made it so not so flat. So I'm going to use quite a bit of foam tape here. This is the 3M foam tape. There is a supplier here in the UK which I will link to in the description box, but it's the small reels. I have actually ordered a large reel from Simon's Stamp because you can't actually get it here in the UK unfortunately. But it's really nice tape, and not only can you rip it if you wanted to, like I'm doing here, but you can obviously cut it with scissors, and also the backing comes off really easily, which for me is a big bonus. So I have put quite a bit of that on the card panel here, and I'm going to lift this up. Like I said, it does come off quite easily usually, but of course I'm on camera, so for some reason it doesn't want to come up. We've just got an extra little bit here, which I'm just going to cut off. And then what I like to do is just put a little bit of glue stick on the back. It just gives me that kind of extra couple of seconds just to wiggle it around, because otherwise the foam tape will stick straight away. It depends on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I don't use it, sometimes I do, but it just does give that little extra room. So I'm just going to lay this on the top here and make sure that it's in line with the bottom, and so there's kind of equal each side. And like I said, you've got that extra room to kind of wiggle it about a bit, and it's not stuck it on quite straight. So again, I'm just going to line it up. Sorry about my head here probably. Okay, that's fine. And then I'm just going to add some Doodlebug sprinkles. I'm not 100% sure yet actually how I'm going to, if I'm going to use these ones or not. Sometimes it's nice just to kind of place them over the top. So I might use that one here. I'm just going to take a pokey tool, which is what I like to use to add things like this. So I might just add one there just to kind of highlight the UR. And then I'm just going to take a couple of the round ones, and then I might do a couple of different colours actually, some more orangey and some sort of peachy. I like to do things in threes. I just personally find them more aesthetically pleasing, but I'm just going to add, just to kind of highlight the sentiment here, and probably one more because that's 4, and I said I like to do things in odd numbers, so this could, I mean theoretically this could take forever for me to figure out. So that's just on there like that, and then I'm going to take my clear Wink of Stella pen, and then I'm just going to add over the UR. Sometimes the Wink of Stella pen does actually move the ink, so I try and my best not to sort of go over the white part of the actual sentiment here. It depends on the ink actually, to be honest. Most don't, but some do, so. And there you go, that's the card here. I don't know if you can see that sparkle, but hopefully you'll be able to see in the photographs. It doesn't show up that well, unfortunately, on camera or on photographs, but it's really lovely in real life. So that's the card for today. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you very much to Tara at Make the Day Special for inviting me to guest design over at Make the Day Special. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.